Ever since I was younger, I was into video games.
Somebody like the Fuse so I can bring bad news to all these crews who can't NBA jam with the shoe.
Hey everybody, welcome back to a quick beer review, a new brewery alert on the channel. I love doing that. Love drinking new beers from places I've never had beers before. From Ventura Coast Brew Company. This is Rainbow Peaks. I dig the can art of this. It's very colorful. Ventura Coast Brewing. It says Ventura, California on Oak Street, wherever that is. This is a per the label hazy IPA. It is 7.1% alcohol by volume. It says 50 IBUs on the can. Look at them putting IBUs on the can. My man Joe from the Beer Patrol would be stoked on that. He always says, no IBUs listed at time of recording. I never pay attention to IBUs. I don't know why. I just don't think I just never thought about it. I don't know. So, this says we're super proud of this fruity, bright juice bomb of a hazy IPA. There you go. Juice bombs are where it's at. No date on this can. Comes courtesy of my man Daniel. I appreciate you, bro. I think this beer is fairly fresh. He just sent these a week or so ago. I'm trying to get through all the beers that people have sent. I've been ridiculously blessed recently with beer from awesome people, and I'm trying to get through all of them. It's first world problems for sure. I get it. But I feel bad. Like, people will send beer and it takes me a little while to get to it, just with my schedule and the kids, and it's life. And yeah, I try and drink as much as I can so I can upload videos on YouTube. And it starts to become a thing where, like, I try and do a bunch of reviews like on weekends so I can have content for a week, and it gets messy and ugly, and that's why you come here. It's what we do. So this beer looks awesome. This beer is also glowing. It is not that obnoxious, like, disgusting butternut squash. It looks, like pineapple juice. Quarter finger of bright white head. It is dissipating kind of quickly. Looks awesome. I like it. Let's smell this. Holy orange juice. This has that cool, like, vanilla sweetness we've talked about on the Four Brewers podcast. When you drink, I've said it in the videos too, but when we drink green cheek hazies, John always talks about, like, getting that vanilla cake batter or cake frosting. This has a vanilla aspect to it. This kind of smells very Orange Julius-ish to me. Julius-ish. Yeah, it's like super, like, fresh squeezed orange juice with almost like, when I say Orange Julius, there was a place called, I don't know, is Orange Julius still around? It was in the mall for me as a kid growing up in Northern California. Was Orange Julius like how Jamba Juice is? I don't think so. I think it was more desserty. Anyways, you'd get these drinks called Orange Julius's, and it was orange juice with vanilla ice cream and banana. This has like that fresh squeezed orange juice with vanilla ice cream kind of a nose. It smells great. It has, and we've talked about, like, starbursty, kind of like chewy candy. I love that it's not like yeasty. I love that it's not chalky. There's a little bit of, like, green aspect to this too. Not like dank, but like a green kind of herbally thing. But yeah, the label says they're very proud of this juice bomb. This is a juice bomb of a hazy beer. So let's go and taste it. Daniel, cheers. Thanks, bro. It's a solid hazy beer with orange juice. This is very much, like the can says, a juice bomb. If you like orange juice, you will like this beer. If you like a little bit of vanilla sweetness in your hazy beers, you will like this beer. This has a little bit of citrus zest to it, a little bit of bitterness, which I don't think I was expecting. Smelling this, smelled very, tropical fruit juice, orange juice. I expected this to be more of like that soft New England style hazy beer. It has like the New England aspect to it, but this also kind of stays true to the West Coast style, and that you get a little bit of bitterness out of it. These are the hazy beers that I like drinking these days. I say it all the time. I like the non-obnoxious, not super yeasty, chalky, just soft juice beers. I like my hazy beers to have a little bit of a bite to it, and this beer has that. There is a little bit of that vanilla sweetness in this beer. I think it's more present on the nose than on the flavor, which is fine. I think it smells a little bit better than it tastes, and that's not to say it doesn't taste great. It's a fantastic beer. But I just like that extra depth of like flavor that you get on the nose with like that big vanilla sweetness. I kind of wish it like carried over to the palate, but there's a little bit of sweetness there. I think it comes off more of like bready than vanilla, like that kind of white sourdough bread crust that I always talk about. But yeah, this is so much like fresh squeezed orange juice, tangerine. That little bit of West Coast bite, that bitterness kind of gives it a little bit of like a grapefruit peel vibe. This is very citrus forward, very citra-y to me. Maybe some Amarillo, like those very like orange forward hops in a really good like hazy package. 7%, doesn't drink heavy. This is very, like I said, crushable for a 7% hazy beer. Not palate fatiguing. This doesn't seem like one of those super hazy, like yeasty gut bombs that you get from some people. This is just a really solid hazy beer. Is this something you're going to lose your mind over? No, but if you live in Ventura and this is like, Ventura Coast is like your local brewery and you go and you want a hazy beer, this is fucking awesome. This is a really good hazy beer. Is this something I'll remember having? Maybe not, but I mean, in a world where everything is hazy these days, this is just a solid hazy beer. I love the West Coast aspect of this. It just kind of sets it apart from the other New England style hazy beers. Good first impression from these guys. Ventura Coast is doing this hazy beer. Rainbow Peaks, right? It's good stuff. So, Daniel, I appreciate you sharing this one. Have you guys had this beer? Have you had anything from Ventura Coast? Let's talk about it. I was talking to Nagel from the Four Brewers about Ventura Coast, and he was saying their beer's solid. I agree. This is a solid beer. So that is it. Appreciate you guys watching. See you soon. Cheers.
Thank you for coming behind the bar, in the arcade, all that shit.
Ever since I was younger, I was into video games.
Somebody like the Fuse so I can bring bad news to all these crews who can't